My main line of business is working with brains in a very non-invasive way. It's a very powerful technology and modality to help the brain rebalance itself after having the brain experience stress or trauma, thus causing the brain to be in stuck states. And in those stuck states, the brain is imbalanced, and therefore people experience symptoms like depression, anxiety, sleeplessness, PTSD, schizophrenia, and on. One young gentleman by the name I cannot say, but he was about 8 years old. He came into our office with his mom, who was very worried about him. He had been already diagnosed by his doctor or pediatrician as ADHD or ADD. We began doing the brain work on his brain, and very quickly into the session, about after 5 sessions, I realized that this is not what the issue is. His brain was already pretty balanced in that area, and I was simply fine-tuning the areas of his brain. But there was something else affecting his brain, and I did not know what it was, nor could I tell. I reached out to my wonderful group of providers worldwide, asking them what I could possibly do and where I could possibly get more insight. One provider referred me to another provider out of Russia and said I needed to get access to a very special scanner called the Quantum Bioscan. One demo is all it took. I wasn't even 5 or 10 minutes in the demo, and I purchased the system for it to have an immediate delivery to my office in Calabasas, California. I was anticipating some hopeful answers that day when I ran the scan on this beautiful 8-year-old child. What was seen was absolutely alarming. Never have I witnessed or experienced seeing this ever. The poor boy's brain was infested with worms, and so was his body. I couldn't even begin to think about how it might tell his parents, because I have 2 young children of my own, and I don't know how it would be if someone told me that about my child. I know that we all contain and carry parasites in our bodies, but this was one prime example of how they can get out of hand and become infested in our bodies and weaken us to a great degree, causing other issues. Therefore, we have alternative and natural remedies to eliminate these parasites in this boy, and I was grateful for that. I remembered about 7 years prior when this family was searching not only in the United States, but they flew all the way to Australia to have brain surgery on their child to remove the worms from this child's brain. And I was contacted afterwards because of all the trauma and the brain dysfunction from the surgery. I thought how great it was that this young boy had a chance to heal naturally and go about his childhood and his schoolwork in a very clear and focused way. It was absolutely riveting and one of the most incredible experiences in my career to date.